Hello and welcome to Hatred of Toad. Wait, that's not the name of the series.
I mean, it might as well be considering what happened the last episode.
Yeah. I hope you get because you see it at the top. I hope you get just a picture of the four of Toad's face at the end of it, they're pointed or something.
Yeah, just all of them going hello. All right, so we got 2 cups left, which we will probably end up finishing in this episode. So we got the Cloud Cup, and then we got the Heart Cup. Oh, so, dude, no, I was meaning to actually talk about this during the last episode, since we brought up SGDQ. Dude, they actually ran Mario Kart World for the next to last game for GDQ.
Okay.
They did all the Knockout Tour races. And, dude, some of the tech that I saw was insane.
I can believe it.
This dude literally made this game look like Tony Hawk Pro Skater with all the wall riding he was doing.
I give him props for that. I can barely parkour on the bridges.
Oh, dude, same. And what's really funny is that Nimbus and I were watching it last night. She was playing World of Warcraft because right now, at the time of this recording, they're doing a special event where, there's a 5% chance that you can get certain mounts, and that's her big thing aside from raiding is she likes to collect mounts in the game. So she was playing that. We both had GDQ pulled up, and I don't necessarily go by it, but there's always a meta when it comes to games like this, who's the fastest racer, what's the best kart for the racer. And currently right now, at the time of this episode, Bowser is actually the fastest racer, and he's the best meta character. And
you know who's gonna like that fact?
Who?
Believe it or not, CJ.
Is he a Bowser fan?
He is.
I cannot fault him for that. Because I really like Bowser. I mean, I like Bowser Jr. better. I don't know what it is. I think I just really like the design. Which I think I talked about this during a previous episode. Normally when I play Mario Kart, I always play as Luigi. But for some reason...
You have mentioned it.
For some reason, speaking of Luigi, Bowser Jr. just kind of became my main for this one.
Hey, you know what? If you want to make it your main, if you want to make him your main, that's what you want to do. I am going to stick with what works best for me.
Yep, and that's how video games should be played instead of these stupid dumbass tier lists.
Well, I mean, I am not a competitive player of games in general. So
I mean, considering that you played Street Fighter 6 the other day and got your ass kicked by Sportsy.
These are facts. But I mean, I think I've maybe put in an hour of not World Tour. So hey, World Tour is fun.
Listen, I don't fault you, which is really funny because you get away from those. It's really funny because there was another person I was watching on YouTube. I forget who it was. I think it was Austin John Plays or something like that. But it's weird because it's Mario Kart World doesn't necessarily have a ton to offer. Yes, there's 16 different cups. Technically 17 if you count the Rainbow Cup. And then battle modes, and that's about it. There's not really a lot to it. But at the same time, I find myself coming back to this game over and over again just when I'm bored.
Well, I mean, that's because you can. That's because Mario Kart is just so. It uses the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, it really does. Well, like I said, the only thing that I wish they would change is going back to a format to where you could do the 3-lap races, but I digress.
Right. But I mean, we played Mario Kart 8 literally up until the Switch 2's release, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun game. I mean, granted, there may not be a lot to it, which I know in the future there will be. I'm sure there's going to be new tracks and DLC characters down the road, which who knows when that's going to happen.
Well, I don't know. Like, when did the DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out? What? Several years after it was released on Switch.
Oh no, dude! You want to talk about a game that's getting DLC that I did? I mean, I knew about this like when it first got announced, but DLC for a game that you thought was not necessarily dead, but wouldn't get any more support. Freaking Castle Crashers is getting DLC on Steam in August.
That is pretty. What's the DLC entail?
So it is a complete overhaul of the art. It is it's brand new art for the game that's been touched up. It's been redone, kind of like a super HD, if you will. But it's not like the same graphics. Like they redid everything by hand.
Interesting.
So they have that. And
maybe they'll put that on the other consoles, because I have Castle Crashers on Switch.
It's possible, but for the next part of the DLC, I don't see it happening except for on Steam, because there is going to be a create your own character mode. And what I mean by that,
I need it.
Well, here's how it works, and it's a little complicated, but for those that have a particularly artistic talent, will take to this amazingly. So they have a template out to where you can draw your own character to put into the game.
I need this in my life.
So how it works is right now, and they actually just released this on Steam's community page, is they have a template you can download that shows you all the frames that you need to draw for the character. This is including your head movement, so like looking forward, looking to the left, right, etc. Drawing the body type for the character, drawing their arms, drawing them what they would look like when they're in buff mode whenever you eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and everything. So you can go ahead and start designing your stuff now, and then whenever the DLC drops in August, you can automatically just take that file that you saved it in and go ahead and plug it into the game. What's even better is you can take that file, and if you want to share it with the rest of the world, you can actually upload it to the Steam community page, and other people can download your character if they want to.
I think that'd be kind of cool if they could allow it with other consoles, because you got to remember, I'm the bastard that puts myself into wrestling games.
Oh yeah.
So, that's how SWG started.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I miss SWG. And then there was one particular asshole that had a vision that had to ruin it for everybody else.
Well, I mean, he didn't ruin it for everybody else. He ruined it for himself because, Well,
he ruined it for me because of the BS that was going on. Because, a little bit of story time. So,
okay. I was going to say, SWG was a wrestling fed that I did back in, I want to say 2018, because I used WWE 2K19.
Yeah.
And I made myself, and I made easily 24 of my friends in it, with permission from them. I always got permission. And I simulated wrestling matches. Like, I did not control. All I controlled was who fought who and what kind of matches.
And you also did the commentary.
And I also did the commentary because you made a goal to try to break me every time I streamed.
Every single Tuesday.
Every single Tuesday.
So what was really fun was the people that really got into it, myself included a little bit. So there was a particular person, which I will not name, who I had a quote-unquote rivalry with in SWG. And this was all in good fun, so it wasn't like, we were actually, competing against each other and stuff. Plus, like Paul said, nobody was controlling this. This was all computer simulated. So it just as a fun little joke to help promote people, to tune into the stream and stuff, both of us actually cut promos like actual wrestlers would in WWE and stuff, just to get everybody hyped and excited for the stuff and everything. And let's just say the other person took it a bit too far, and I'm like, Dude, it's a game. We're having fun with this. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, like, just to name a couple of things. And he was actually called out by the ex-friend that you mentioned in the previous episode.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I used purple ropes?
No. No.
I had purple ropes.
So, yeah. Like, yeah, your ring design was actually really cool.
Well, somebody helped me make it. But, like, this dude was complaining that I was copying too much WWE by having purple ring ropes, and I'm like, dude, there's only one show that WWE has that uses purple ropes, and it's one that's on the WWE network that nobody ever watched, which is why it got canceled.
And plus, who cares if it's similar to whatever else it is? It's an inspiration.
Well, every freaking color of the rainbow is used by a promotion somewhere.
Yeah. And we are on the last knockout tour. We are in the heart.
But long story short, this guy criticized what I was doing and how I made everybody because I didn't put them in traditional ring gear. And you can write that out in air quotes if you want.
By traditional ring gear, this person was basically saying like leotards and what I could only describe as speedos or swimwear.
Yeah, but that's not how I wanted to do it, and nobody else had problems with it. So he was basically called out by the ex-friend, and I finally got fed up when the dude was texting me on Twitter constantly about what he wanted his character to do.
Well, wasn't there like also a point where like because the rivalry between me and him in the game, it was like I like got the championship and he called like bull crap and everything and saying like, oh, I don't get a chance to do any of this stuff, blah blah blah, make me champion or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm just going to keep interfering in his matches until I become champion.
Yeah, dude literally threatened to, quote-unquote, interfere with my matches until he became champion. And my first thought was, how? It's like you realize that this is a computer-generated... like this is not AI generated, but like it's computer controlled characters. You're not even in the same area as Paul is to do anything. How can you do that?
Yeah. If memory serves me correctly, I don't have 2K19 anymore. I don't even have PS4 that I streamed on anymore. I don't even think you could program interference.
No, it was at random. The only time that you could do interference is if you actually controlled a character and you hit the interfere button.
Yeah, and you could control Money in the Bank cash-in.
Yeah, like that was pretty much it. If you had a computer-generated match where it was two computer-controlled characters facing off against each other, you literally could not do anything, and I just ran into a chain.
Oh, and he was also not very happy about how we were picking on his character, because I shit you not. And again, if you wanna put up a what if picture of this, go ahead. Imagine Attitude Era Kane with a Guile haircut, no mask, and an orange and white. We'll just say costume.
Yeah.
He looked like a creamsicle.
Yeah, like literally me and Paul called him the creamsicle aside from his actual wrestler's name.
I forget what the hell his wrestler's name was.
I don't even remember at this point, to be 100% honest.
I could check, but I could check because I still have all the SWG videos on my YouTube channel, but I kind of really don't care.
I don't either. Oh my god,
but
I am sucking this round.
For literal years afterwards, anytime I saw like an orange creamsicle flavored anything in a store, I'd be like, hey, Crow, have a vision.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that part. Anytime he did his promos, like his shtick, like his motto or catchphrase or whatever you want to call it was, "I have a vision."
Yeah, and anytime I saw something orange cream flavored in a store, be it Coke or ice cream or something like that, I would take a picture of it, send it to Crow, and this happened for like years afterwards until he got sick and tired of hearing about it.
Well, it wasn't even the fact.
And then I
it
got
wasn't even
sick
the
and
fact
tired
of you doing it. It was just, oh my god, this is way too constant.
Yeah, I would do my best impression of broken Matt Hardy and go, I have a vision that I'm going to purchase this drink of soft that is flavored of the cream of orange.
Which is kind of ironic because I actually had a orange cream Coke Zero earlier today.
Yeah, I need to pick up some more.
Well, no, we
might do that when I go grocery shopping.
Yeah, I was gonna say we actually did that yesterday, but no, Nimbus and I always like discount shop and stuff, and we always try to find the best pop deals and all that kind of stuff. And she was like, "Well, Dollar General has a really good deal on Coke right now." She was like, "If you could find it, get me 3 of the zero sugar orange cream ones." And I was like, "You got it." And sure enough, they had 3 left.
Well, that was perfect then. So, to change the subject, I was going to say, to change the subject a wee bit, to get off of complaining about people and people being stupid.
A wee bit? Don't you mean you want to switch the subject?
Ha!
I told you, I got jokes today.
Well, we are going to ask you, a question because you mentioned you mentioned conventions in the last episode.
Uh-huh.
This might take a little bit of thinking too.
Okay.
I want you to think back to all the conventions that you've been to over the years.
Okay.
And I want you to think of the 3 best moments. I think I can kind of guess what one of them's going to be.
I know. Yeah, well, you know what? Well, actually, I can give you 2 of them. One was getting to meet you finally.
Aww.
Like that's it's like legitimate. Like that's not even me like sucking up as a friend or anything like that, or like putting up like extra like PR or anything like that for the show. Like, yeah, we're all friends here, blah blah blah. Because Paul and I had known each other about years before we actually physically met for the first time. So, getting to actually meet at Colossal Con was freaking awesome.
And you met my then girlfriend at the same time too.
Yep. And also keep in mind these are in no particular order. These are just probably like. Honestly, I'd have to say instead of a top 3, I'd have to say a top 5 because I've actually had a lot of good moments at different conventions.
I can kind of guess what I think one of them's going to be.
Yeah, the Steve Bloom interview.
The Steve Bloom interview. I figured that would be number 1.
That's definitely it's definitely up there. Like I said, these are in no particular order because just the criteria of them being so different. But yeah, the Steve Bloom interview. I think I've talked about it on the show before, but I'll give a short TLDR. I was in college at the time. I had recording equipment. I was really good friends with the heads of the cons, and Steve Bloom was there that year, and they said, "Hey, we got Steve Bloom in the green room with a free half hour. You want to go interview him?" And I was like, "Absolutely!" So I got to do that. Let me see. One of the other ones. This is kind of a tie because they're both very similar instances. But the context is a little bit different. Okay, so I have been insulted by 2 voice actors.
Is it the Charlie story?
Yes, one of them is the Charlie story. So, forgive me, I forget her name right off the top of my head because I am terrible at remembering certain voice actors or actresses' names. But the voice actress of Charlie Morningstar from Hell of a Boss, we met her at Colossal or MegaCon last year, or this past year, and Nimbus and I were. Oh no, wait! I told this story, so you guys know about this.
You did tell the story.
Yeah, so I won't go into detail for that. Basically, yeah, the Charlie Morningstar story. If you want to hear the full story, go to this episode of Mario Kart World, shameless plugging included. But I had a similar instance at Colossal Con one year, and it was when I met Eric Vale, the guy who voices Trunks in Dragon Ball Z, and he also voices Phoenix Wright in the anime.
Okay.
So it was my birthday. I forget which year it was. And it was also the first time I got to meet Steve Bloom. It was the same day, actually. So I got to talking to him and stuff, and I was telling him, you know, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Trunks was like one of my big heroes growing up. And he was like, yeah, that was a great role and stuff. I was like, yeah, and I'm this old now, which he's older than I am. And he just looked at me straight in the face and went, you dick. And whoever threw that red blue shell's a dick, too.
That was not me. I swear to God, and I fell off the...
I blame Wario. I'm going to blame Wario. But
actually, I think Wario did it. I think Wario's still in the top 4.
He is, yeah. He's the last one. Baby Daisy, no, you get your ass back here. No.
We might have to extend this. We might have to extend this into another video and find something to do so that way I can give you my top choices because we're in the final lap.
Well, I tell you what. Well, actually, this is getting ready to end right now. But I tell you what, we'll do an extra episode, and I have an idea of what we can do. So next time on Foreplay, granted, we have finished the knockout tour, but I have something special planned that I didn't tell Paul about, so we can continue on this series a little bit longer.
Look, we talked about this. I'm not going to marry you.
A man can dream, can't he?
Hey guys, this is Kitty Renrock. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you guys next time.